There's still so many troops left. It's kind of insane how many are left. And then, boom. Oh, no. Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's Columbus. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at this army right here. You're going to say it's just a regular old Root Rider attack, and you'd kind of be right, but we are using the Ice Block spell. If you don't already know, I'm not sure how you don't know, but your Ice Block basically is an eternal tome, but your troops can't move, and they're not completely invincible, but they take way less damage. And pairing that with a heal spell is actually turned out to be, that's a jump spell, has actually turned out to be pretty good, because your troops take no damage, and the heal spell heals you up 2,600 health, which most of your troops don't even have. And it's just really good. It's a really good synergy. And we're using the fireball also to start off the attack. I'm going to show you 2 replays of practice, and then we're going to take it out into Legends League. And I'm going to make this a little bit of a longer one. We have some magic items going right now. We got this one that boosts our equipment and our heroes and pets to the max level. So we'll be doing the first 3 battles with max equipment, and then the next 5 without max equipment. So we'll see how it goes. I am pretty confident, but let's show you that first replay right here, and it is against my base. It's the one that I'm currently using. I might have to switch it up after this one, honestly, but yeah. So we start off with a warden, and we're trying to see what kind of fireball value we can get, and you have so many invis spells that honestly you can pretty much finesse your way into the core of the base most of the time. Try to avoid coming in where there are more than one hero, because I tried that multiple times in different practices, and every single time my warden just got nuked. So what I was looking at here is I could probably invis a couple of these defenses that he's coming up against here and just get my fireball right on that builder hut, and that is actually exactly what we're gonna do. So once this scatter shot goes down, I start dropping some invis spells. I thought that would reach the air defense, so I just drop another one for safety, toss that on in there. There you go. Everything goes down. Town Hall is almost down. If you shoot a giant arrow right at it, you might even get it down, but we will see. And then you just kind of put all of your troops right next to the warden, whichever direction you really want to go, because you want your warden to follow and not just go off and do his own thing. Next, with the ice golems, you kind of put them there to cut off the funnel. Your king goes on the farther one, and your queen goes on the closer one, and that is because the king is going to go around the outside of the base pretty much the whole time, and you want your queen to be able to get in the base with your army and shoot over those walls. Now, I also wanted to open up the compartments for my heroes, but they ended up actually going that way, which is not what I wanted, but they're going to be able to take all that out. I kind of wasted the ice block spell in this attack. I didn't really need to use it when I did, but that's okay. And we had that extra invis spell to keep our troops alive during that town hall attack. Now, I really used the ice block spell because my champion was getting a little bit low, and I just wanted to keep her topped up the entire time. So I dropped that ice block, dropped the healing spell, everything in there. Look at that. They're getting very healed up. Look at that. Awesome. Champion is pretty much full health, almost. I got my king almost full health. Queen is full health. Warden's full health. Our healers are doing literally nothing, so that kind of sucks. And then once my champion got frozen, I decided to pop the hog puppet so that they can actually go ahead and do something while she is frozen. Now, if you can, try to take out the clan castle with your fireball. It just makes life so much easier. And we kind of hit a bunch of traps here. We got to hit that giant bomb, the tornado trap, multi-target inferno towers, a bunch of skeletons. Not a very fun area to come up against, but our giant is still alive somehow. I don't know how he's still alive, but our queen is full health still. Still have a king ability as well. I decided to just use it here to take care of all these other buildings, and just like that, it's done. Whole base is gone. So that is example number 1 of a pretty spread out base. This next one is going to be very compact. Alright, here's that second base that I also have been running. So you can see this double rage compartment, very deadly. Honestly, it's really deadly. So what I'm trying to do is get as close to that core as possible and just kind of try to set off some stuff. So I tried to take out this mortar, but that archer queen did not allow it, and she kind of took all my troops away from there. And then I have no more super barbs, and I didn't want to invest any more Valkyries in that, because that would be kind of a waste of you know, my Valkyries. I want to keep them alive a little bit. So while he is attacking this elixir storage, I'm trying to think, where do I invis? And I think just those 2 invis is enough. And it actually was. I was able to take out most of that area. And then since we have this kind of path carved out right in the middle here, we know our troops are going to go this way. And we just do that same thing as before. We drop the Root Riders, the Valkyries. You should probably hold on to the Valkyries a little bit longer because they all just got wasted right there. And then we do that same thing with our King and our Queen and the 2 Ice Hounds, or not Ice Hounds, Ice Golems, to set up that other pathing so that they go straight into the center of the base. Once again, we did not take out the clan castle, but that's okay. We dropped a poison on them, and they're going to be able to take that out. Spiky Ball went not where I wanted it to, which kind of sucks, but Queen is going to work on that Minion Prince and the other hero, while this Ice Golem getting into the center is going to be pretty important. Now, I completely wasted the ice block on this one with the giant, just keeping him alive and tanking for our troops, which, you know, probably shouldn't use it for that case, I would say, but it worked out anyway, you know. It doesn't really matter with this army. You can do pretty much whatever you want with it, and it will be beneficial. So we take out all of this stuff. We are still moving through the center of the base, and we had a headhunter in that clan castle that kind of just popped out, and I don't know how this happened, but we skipped on this Dark Elixir drill and the clan castle somehow, because every single thing is destroyed besides that from where they came from. Explain that to me. Explain the pathing there. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because everything is defenses except for the clan castle, but these 2 Yetis were pretty much useless. You want them to get tossed out with the troop launchers so that they die, and use those little Yeti mites to take care of the defenses. But at this point, this battle is over. The only issue is time, and I thought that this was the last building, and I was like, yes, let's go. And whoa, how did we leave those open? But it's no problem because those minions are not enough to trigger that bomb, and they are going to take out this Dark Elixir drill with the archer. Plus, we have so many troops up there. Not a problem at all. Let's speed through this. Boom, 100%. Let's take it out into Legends and see how we do with it. Alrighty, attack number 1. Hey, this is pretty much the base that I just showed. It looks very, very similar. Remember, stay away from the heroes with your warden walk because that is not going to go well. Let's see. I might invest a rage, put him on the top. He's going to take so much damage though. So I think I'm just going to put him over here. I was kind of running out of time to decide. So let's do that. Now we really need to think where we can take out some core defenses. Let's see, if I invis, and he takes out that compartment, and then I invis. I can probably take out the monolith. I think that's pretty much the extent that we can do here. I am gonna invest a rage just because I want him to be able to move through this base a little bit more before I pop those invises. And if he goes right, that's actually perfect for me. There we go. That's really nice. Those debt collectors are dead. So basically useless. I'm actually gonna... Oh no. Well, I did not think about that, but we got the core at least. Okay. Let's try this. Everything is dead. So that is pretty awful for us. Well, I'm not really sure what to do now, if I'm being honest. I'm very confused because I was not anticipating that to happen. But it's fine. It's fine. We will manage. We still have so many invis spells I could just use for basically our whole army here. I'm going to invis that to get my king towards the center. Let's just invis them as well, I guess. And then I'm going to do the healing spell here. I'll keep them alive. Let's do the king ability, take all that out. Invis the king once again while he's stuck in that tornado trap. And then rage throughout that core. Invis once again for them. And then I think we can start taking out some of this cleanup. We still have tons of troops alive, even though our warden is gone. And our royal champion ability is still intact, which we love to see. Man, that hook really threw me for a wrench. We still have 42 seconds. I think that might be enough if we can hold on to this champion ability after the Inferno and the Wizard Tower. Come on, let's get through these buildings. I'm going to pop it right here. Okay, hopefully these hogs do enough damage to these defenses that we can finish this one out with no troubles. 23 seconds left. Just a couple buildings. Nothing was left on the outside. Wow. I mean, that's a crazy example. I really did not even think that hook would reach me, and we still 3-starred. I'm really impressed by that, honestly. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, this one. Where do we want? Okay, let's make sure. Yes, it's the fire thing this time. And where do we want to come in from? There's so many things that are drawing my attention. Let's see. Do we think I could take out the town hall with my warden? I'm kind of... Oh god. Okay. I'm kind of confident in taking out the town hall. I was not expecting that many Teslas to pop up, however. But if we land on this builder hut, I think we're golden. So I'm going to invis each cannon and that Inferno Tower. And then I think we'll just do that. Do 2 earthquake spells. We might have to rage up through this area for him to actually be able to take it out. But then other than that, I think we're okay. While that cannon is distracted, I'm going to use 2 super barbs. And I think next his path is towards that center, and I'm going to just put a rage spell down for him. And then we're going to go to the left here. Yes, sir. There we go. Everybody's down. I'm going to do 2 of them. Let's go ahead and open this wall area and then get one of them up there. The rest can go in. Let's do this. I don't even know what I just put down. I think that was an accident. That kind of stinks, but it's okay. King, queen with the arrow. Poison spell. Alright, we are making some progress, I think. Let's go ahead and rage. I'm actually gonna... No, I'm fine. I think we're chilling. I'm actually gonna freeze that and then heal everybody back up because that was a pretty big hit to us, and we don't like that at all. Let's see. I don't even know what to do at this point. Our champion is pretty healthy, which is nice, but I think there was just so much that already went wrong. I'm going to keep my champion alive with that hog puppet there. Our Yeti should be able to take out that fire spitter just like that. I don't know why all the healers are focused on one giant. That's really annoying, but our champion is still alive and kind of moving here, still with the Phoenix, but she's going to go down. I think we really messed up by trying to just get too much value with our warden, because if we hadn't done that and we just got like a good pathing in the beginning, I think we would have been fine. And these healers are stuck on this one giant, which is really stupid, but that's going to be it. Not so good, but we're going to fix that mistake and go into the next one. Alright, let's try to not get greedy and get too much value. But obviously we want still good value, you know? So if I invis, take out Wizard Tower, invis, what is that? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm just gonna land on that fire spitter. Balloon, healers, and then invis. That gets everything. That's awesome. That's on the clan castle. That's really good value. And then I think we could just immediately start here and go right because we got everything that we needed out of that. And I'm going to put my headhunter down early. Go ahead and shoot that off. Let's do a super wall breaker and a super wall breaker. Get our Valkyries in here as well, because they haven't even gone in yet. Then we're going to rage through this center. No poison really needed. I'm going to heal everybody up and ice block so that they're all getting straight back to where they need to be. Let's see, I will poison the warden, I guess, and then rage up the center. This is going really well. Let's do the rest of them outside. And then these guys here. Boom. We're still holding on to a bunch of abilities with the king and the champion. Obviously, you want the champion's ability last because she's going to be the most important in terms of survivability. And she's doing really well. We still have tons of troops in the middle. I can probably pop the champion ability now, and it's not going to be an issue. King is lacking on the end. It might be nice to put him in towards the attack, but, you know, it's kind of hard to clean up everything and have the king going. But that one was much better. That was way better. So let's continue that, even though our magic item has no effect anymore. So we're going back to the lower levels. Okay, so with the lower levels, my fireball is level 20. It's not max level anymore, so it won't take out the clan castle with 2 earthquakes. But as we saw in that last attack, you definitely want to be able to do that if you have a max fireball. Now, I think some crazy value here is going to be on that air defense, and we might even be able to pop that very early. If I do 1, 2, 3 invis, and then just go immediately. So 1, 2, 3, and then boom. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Don't do what I just did. Always use a test. Get a test person out there, because that's bad. But we're fine. We're fine. We'll be okay. I have confidence. Okay. Okay. Let's rage them up. I'm gonna put my heal spell down right away because they're taking way too much damage. I need them to stay alive. Poison spell on them. I did not even drop these guys yet. Queen. Here, that was an awful arrow. Oh my god. We are not doing this battle right at all. Okay. Okay. Let's keep everybody up. King used his ability to get everybody out of there. Can we take out the town hall, please? Looks like my champion will be able to take care of that. Ideally, I don't even know anymore. We'll see. But I don't want anybody going towards that outside. Champion does take care of that town hall. Perfect. We still have our queen up. Champion is going to go down now. We have one compartment to go through, but it's not going to be enough. I really don't think it's going to be enough. We have to take care of a fire spitter, a monolith, an expo, multi-target archer tower without being able to even get into the base. So, dang, that was a huge mess up in the beginning, but we still, even with that, got 91%. Alright, we're not going to mess that one up again. We are not going to do the same thing. That was absolutely awful. And it's kind of pissed me off, I'm not going to lie. Okay? It's gotten me mad. Ugh. I was not quick enough. Okay, I'm not seeing any tremendous value here. So I'm going to try to just take out maybe a poison tower. And just go from there, honestly. Let's see. If I land on that builder hut, that would be nice. I could do... Once he starts attacking the gold storage, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, that's good. We're able to take a good amount of stuff out. That cannon doesn't go down. That's crazy. Okay. No. Warden, go back this way, please. Thank you. 1, 2. Let's get a couple in here. Put you down, you down. There we go. Headhunter. The rest of the Valkyries are going to go inside, which is nice. I like to see that. Let's get some of these super wall breakers. I probably should have held on to the other one. That's kind of my mistake. But we are doing pretty good here. I think I'm going to rage up through here and then use the heal. So I'm going to invis that, actually. And then once we take out that town hall, I think we'll be good to... Yeah, oh no, my healers went down. That's not good. Okay. Let's rage up the champion with the hogs in a second. So use the hog puppet. I'm gonna poison that warden because he's being a little bit of a nuisance. And everybody is on the outside, which kind of stinks for me. I really didn't want that. But that's okay. Champion, please just take out the cannon. Nice, that's good. And the mortar? Alright, cool. We're going to hold on to this king ability until we hit this part. And hopefully it doesn't just bounce from the outside buildings, but it actually goes in. We'll see if he can even survive that long. You know, at this point, it's hard to tell. Warden is going to get sniped off in 2 seconds because he's jumping in the middle of the base and he's being really annoying. But hopefully they actually go in, which is nice. Yetis stay out, also nice. Cool. Once that expo goes down, we're going to use the king. If he even survives that long. Okay, there we go. That will take out that stuff. Are we going to get this? I don't know. I really don't know at this point. King one shot. Nice. Alright, it's all up to the warden, I think, because King's gonna... Yeah, it's all up to this warden and the Yeti mites. And it's looking good. Yes, sir. That was really scary. But we did it somehow. Alright, 3 attacks left in the day. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them. But invis towers, if I can land on an invis tower maybe, or that multi-archer tower in the middle here, that would be nice. Or maybe the scatter or the air sweeper might get a lot of stuff. It's hard to tell because I don't have the full radius of the fireball, you know? But I think if we could take out some stuff over here, that would be pretty nice for us. So we're just going to kind of go for that at the moment. And I really want him to go upwards. So I'm going to put some super barbs down here to help take care of that. Alright. Upwards and inwards is what I would want. So let's do boom. Get some of these guys in there. Try to take out that stuff. Hopefully he will be able to take out this area. And then I'm going to go ahead and invis, and just pop it. I think that will be good enough. Poison on them. I'm going to have to invis him, actually, and then get everybody into this air defense because they're causing issues right now. Okay, champion, troop launcher. Let's try to cut off this funnel. Really bad arrow once again. Amazing. I'm actually insane at this game. It's kind of crazy how good I am at this game, you know? Sometimes it's scary. It can be scary. Let's go ahead and rage up this area. Obviously that invis tower is going to do wonders for him because I really did not take care of it in the proper way, which is amazing. For him, there's so much base left. And our king has already used his ability, which I don't like to see. But you know what? We do what we can. Champion's ability goes off. These hogs are getting wrecked. Champion is dead as well. We still have a good amount of troops up, but I don't think it's going to be strong enough to actually take anything out here. These Yeti mites are going to come out and take out that sweeper, which is not an issue at all. Let's see. What do we got left? Giant is going to be making his way through here on the bottom, and our queen is going to help out a little bit with this warden, but not nearly enough as much as we need. Dang it! Dang it! These videos sometimes go south, and this is a clear indication of it. Just because of my actual skill in attacking is so low, I'm really not good at attacking. But we'll try another one, I guess. Let's try to end on a high note. Should we? I think we should. So, obviously, if we try to warden walk the left, he's getting wrecked instantly. And I'm sure there are Teslas there, so we're not even going to bother with that area. Let's try to just get the scatter shot, or actually that single target maybe? I don't freaking know, man. I don't know anymore. If I get... I guess I'll try to go for that single target. Boom. Take out the single target and that stuff. Let's just get this going a bit. Wow, there was a Tesla there. So it's a good thing it didn't pop, because that would have sucked. But I am going to go ahead and come in from this side anyway. Do the 2 balloons. Boom, boom. Get these guys in there. I'm going to hold off on the... let's get a good arrow off this time. There we go. Poison them up. I'm going to go ahead and invis the healers and rage the healers up. Get the troop launcher. Open up any compartments here, maybe. Let's invis that. I'm gonna do that. Keep them alive a little bit longer. And then let's get some of these stupid little collectors in there. There's just so much that we need to go through still. I'm going to pop the king ability, take care of some of this stuff over here, and invis them up so that they can go straight for that town hall. Let's rage them through here so that they can keep their momentum going. Get rid of that Tesla. Use a super wall breaker to just hit something, I guess. This one went a lot better, but, you know, I'm still not too happy with the execution of it. There's still so many troops left. It's kind of insane how many are left. Yeah. That one was so much better. What did we miss? How did we miss those? I just don't understand sometimes. They just, like, go out of their way to forget some buildings. But yeah, that one was a lot better. I kind of want to end on a high, so we're going to end it there. You know, if you get your practice in, this army is pretty much insane. If you don't get your practice in, then it's going to happen like this video. You're going to get some really, really, really good ones and some where you just completely mess up the warden walk. And that's really the main thing you should practice, is the warden walk. So take away what you will from this video. I'm going to leave this in the description. And of course, you should try it out and let me know how it goes for you. I always want to know. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment too, honestly. If you stayed this long, you're a real trooper. If you stayed this long, comment. You're so awesome. I will give my firstborn to you. And only you, because Columbus is the only YouTuber on the YouTube.com. And if you comment that whole thing, I will give you a heart. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.